Okay.
Okay, I think we probably can go ahead and get started. It's 1:02. So we don't have an agenda. Do we, Dolly, do we need to do a roll call?
Yes, we did. I sent an agenda. Yeah.
I don't have it at hand, but it's been kind of a weird week for me. So let me go ahead and do the roll call. I've pretty much got this one down. And Marcia, if you can display the agenda when you get a chance. But
yeah, let me try to find it.
Okay. Pam Plaza?
Pam Plaza here. Aye.
Okay, thank you. Bill Riker? Bill, you're muted, I think.
DC or...
I know, but he's, there you go.
I kept clicking to unmute and it wasn't working. I'm here.
Okay, thanks, Bill. Pat Huddleston?
Here.
And Jim Blair. I know Jim's in California, probably won't be able to join us, but we do have a quorum, so let's go ahead and start the meeting.
Just looking for it.
Dawn, I have the agenda. Shall I share screens?
Sure.
So that
If it'll let you,
Sure.
yes, please do, because I can't find it.
Okay. If you under security, you have to allow.
You're already. You should be allowed. Go ahead and do a share screen.
Okay, let me go get it, and I will.
First,
be
you have
right
to have
back.
it open. Yeah, you have to have it open.
Oh, I think I just had it. Right there. Dolly.
You really want to get the color and flavor that develops when the sugar develops, right? So don't mess with it. Just kind of let it be. Now let's get back to that. We like that royal bite. That ginger.
Not sure who we're hearing, but we're hearing.
I think it's Joan. Hey,
Who's
Joan,
fighting with
you
Ginger?
on mute?
Yeah, who's fighting with Ginger?
Somebody's cooking.
Somebody's cooking.
Marcia, it says host
It won't
disabled
let you-
participant. No.
No, it's I did not disable it. It should be.
For that day, we happen to have scallion.
Well, it may have been when you set up the meeting. There's a
Yeah, and I always enable for everybody. So can you email it to me?
yeah.
Or why don't we?
It,
Why don't we do this in the interest of time? Pat, if you wouldn't mind reading the agenda, and then y'all can approve it.
And we rinse that for 2 minutes. And let it drink.
Marcia, could you mute? I think it's Joan
Froth or stock instead of water.
that's speaking. Can you mute her?
Okay, let me try.
And this is a cup and a half of stock. What's the going to get liquid?
All I have on the agenda, it says Town-Cochiti-Lake Assembly Meeting. That's all it says.
No, there's a separate agenda, Pam. I sent it out to y'all, but it's only 2 things on there.
We do names. Okay.
Dolly sent it on March 16th. So if you look for Dolly's email, March 16th, you'll find it. It says, "Hi all, attached is the agenda for the meeting," and it's not attached. It's just typed right there. And there are 2 points.
Okay.
Number one, we do have some names for people who are interested in serving. I'm sure that means the election board. I suggest that we try to secure more applicants to provide more choice. These are critical positions and we need to ensure candidates are unbiased and can be fair and not motivated by personal affiliations. And, number 2, we need to postpone the election until we have seated and trained election board for new members. One possible date is Tuesday, May 2, which allows for election board members to be appointed and trained, as well as other processes pertinent to the election to be completed. The list of applicants, and I just saw, Dolly, that you sent another email today about this, so let me know if there are more people on this. The list of applicants as of the 16th were Gary Frisch, Cindy Hollenberg, Robert Levin, and Joanne Sowers-Smith. And Cindy Blair is serving by appointment in 2019, so she has another years to go.
I spoke to one person yesterday and one person this morning that's putting their name in as well. So we do still have people coming in submitting their names.
They can also do a write-in.
Well, the write-in would be for the assembly election,
Assembly elections.
not for the election board.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Yeah, it is both of them. That document kind of blends an election
both.
for an assembly and the election board. But we do still have people coming in. As of this, actually about an hour and a half ago, I got one person calling me saying he was going to throw his name in as well. So I think maybe we need to wait and give people the rest of the week to submit names. What are your
I don't
thoughts?
think it should take that long. I think we should make it Wednesday, which would be the 22nd.
That's not
Well,
enough
this
time
issue's
to get it out to everybody.
Bill,
Where's Bill at?
anyone else's thoughts? Where I'm coming from is this is kind of a unique role. It's very different than some of the others because these are the people that are monitoring the election. And I want to make sure, this is me personally speaking, that we give everyone an opportunity to throw their name in the hat. And unfortunately, it's unfortunate how this came about, that we had some resignations at kind of the last minute. But this is a 6-year term that these people will be serving on it. I think we can wait a few days extra to give people an adequate time to throw their name in the hat. And the fact that I've just got a call yesterday and this morning tells me people are still just now finding out about this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I would like to make a motion that we close the application for the election board at the close of business on Wednesday, March 22nd. And then we can discuss it after that if I get a second.
Excuse me, Pat, we can't make a motion. There is no resolution on the table. This is, y'all are discussing. There is no resolution that you're voting on.
Pat, why are you in such a hurry? Pat, why are you not wanting to wait till Friday?
I am very concerned about what seems to me to be a lack of recognition that this is a really serious issue that needs to be taken care of as soon as possible.
Which issue? The seating of the election board?
Well, the election itself, but we can't do that until we have an election board.
Exactly. So why would you not want to wait, give people an extra 2 days to put their name in? I mean, it seems like we're trying to rush something that's a 6-year term and it's critical to going forward with the town. Why would you not want to give people adequate time to get on?
It's been posted on Facebook and on Nextdoor for a couple weeks now.
That's not my question. We're still seeing people just finding out about it. So why would you not want to give them to the end of the week? Is there a reason?
My point is that they've had at least 10 days.
But Pat, you're not answering the question I asked.
That's this. I think there's been sufficient time. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, well, I disagree. I'd like to give people till Friday. Pam, what is your role? What your thoughts on it?
I don't know if everybody gets to Facebook and everybody gets to Nextdoor. Has it been posted out there?
That's the problem with having Facebook as our official communication.
Or Nextdoor, either one. Do we have it posted? We have it posted up in the.
Not. What we're talking about is, do we want to give people, when we're still getting input, do we want to give them to the end of the week to submit names?
I would like.
I mean, this is a really critical role, And quite candidly, it's a 6-year term.
Yeah.
Can
I
I
don't know
ask
why
a
we want
question
to rush it. We're already late. I don't see where
about this?
2 days is going to make a
I'm
difference.
sorry, Don. I don't want to interrupt. I don't mean to interrupt, but if we can't vote on a motion, how are we going to make a decision here? A motion doesn't mean you have to have a resolution. A motion
Yes,
just
it
means
does.
that. No, it doesn't, Dolly.
Well, okay, fine. Let's put you, Pat, you want to put a resolution forward right now?
No. A
To
motion.
vote on it and defer it to Wednesday. Then we can do that.
Yes.
If it
Yes.
passes, then it is. If people do not vote for it, then we'll discuss a different day.
Okay. It has to have a second.
Yes, it does.
Yeah. I don't know if
Nobody's going to second.
I don't know if I agree with it. Yeah. I would rather
Okay,
wait till the
then
end. I would rather wait till the end of the week. Yeah.
So,
Do you move that, and then we can get a second on it and discuss it and vote on it?
well, I said it. I'll put forward that we give people till the end of the week to submit their names, and that will allow us to be able to set up an interview process and hopefully vote on it at the next meeting. And if we have to have a special meeting to vote on it, we can do that. So I put forward till the end of the week to people to submit the names. Is there a second on that?
I'll second it, but can we put a time on that for the end of the week? Like at 10 o'clock?
Close of business.
Oh, okay. I was going to say,
COB, yeah.
okay.
And
I see.
just to clarify, because town hall closes at 3, let's say 5 p.m. because that's most people's close of business.
Okay, at 5 p.m.
Okay, now that's a good point. So, is there a second on that?
I second it.
Okay, now that we've got that out there, is there any further discussion on that, on doing it Friday before we vote?
Yeah, Don, since the office is not open on Friday at 5 o'clock, who's going to be responsible for collecting
Names.
inquiries?
Well, they can submit, I will look at,
Don,
You just froze up,
you're
Don.
frozen. Yeah,
Oops.
you're frozen.
was that a yes?
I will check to see if anyone's submitted. If it's by email, I'll have a record of it because it will
Yeah.
be date stamped.
And if I get a phone
And I
call from
will come up
anybody,
here.
I'll forward.
Yeah.
And if we get it notified by phone, then we can also route that around. But let's make sure we give everybody an
Supposed to be-
opportunity to put their name in.
Right, so-
The applications are supposed to be in writing. And if someone
That's
goes
correct.
by, the ordinance or the charter and has one in writing and they try to deliver it on Friday, they're going to have a problem
No,
unless
they're not,
someone is
Pat.
there.
No, they're
I'm
not.
sorry?
Well, we're
Pat.
not-
They can drop. Wait a minute. They're not going to have a problem. There are 2 drop boxes for town hall. I will check those drop
Okay.
boxes on Friday afternoon by 3 o'clock. If there's nothing in there when I check at 3 o'clock, then it's not acceptable access.
5
5
o'clock,
o'clock
Dolly.
is the,
3 o'clock is close of business.
At 5.
Don said 5.
Okay. And I'll go down there and check as well.
Close of business at 3 o'clock, Don.
Yeah.
So, we need to make sure that any postings indicate that people can use the Dropbox for that. If this motion passes.
Yes. We can update the Facebook page as well as someone will put it on Nextdoor.
I'll put it on
Okay.
Nextdoor, that's fine.
Okay.
So we need to vote.
We do, unless there's any additional discussion. Pam, Bill, do you have anything else that you'd like to say? Okay. I'll go ahead and take the poll. Pam Plaza, how do you vote on the
Pam
resolution
Plaza.
of giving?
It's not a resolution.
The discussion thereof.
Yeah, the resolution right now out there is that people will have till Friday at 3 p.m. the town hall close of business to submit it via writing, either email or through the Dropbox. Pam, how do you vote, yay or nay?
I vote yay. Pam Plaza.
Thank you. Bill Riker, how do you vote?
Bill Riker, aye.
Pat?
No?
Okay, this is Don Topper. I vote yay. That motion passes. So we're going to give people till Friday to submit applications, and then we will
Right.
schedule a interview process to bring folks in and talk to them either via Zoom, probably via Zoom, but we'll work out the details and include that in there.
Dawn, can we set that Zoom meeting now?
No, we cannot. We have to,
Why not?
we will set it, Pat, we will set it after we have time to sit down and look at the timeline in the calendar. We can't possibly do that this minute.
Yeah, that,
We are having we're having an assembly meeting on Thursday. By then, we can have some dates established.
people that are applied.
Okay, so that will be on
Some
the
people do
agenda
have
on
jobs.
Thursday?
No,
Yeah, we'll take care of it then.
Don can add it. Yeah. Okay.
So I don't think we have anything else on here that we need to do today, do we, Dolly? Am I missing something?
Well, all that y'all were gonna do is just discuss that we're postponing the election Thursday at the meeting. I have it on the agenda. We will do a resolution with the postponement date. By then, we will have time to do a timeline to make sure that we're
Okay.
adhering to the open meeting.
According to the ordinance, we can request a date from the election board, but it's the election board that sets the date for a special election and for all of the dates before that, when applicants have to have their letters of interest.
And this is not
etc.
a special election. What
It
you're doing is,
also, no, it also says that any election not held on the second Tuesday in April on odd number years is a special election.
We have to review that. The assembly,
yeah, because
got
I
you all a
interpreted
copy,
that as
everybody
assembly
review.
election.
That
And we can discuss
is,
that.
And we've never done that in the past. When we've put people on the school board or the elections board, it's been during normal assembly meetings. We never
Okay,
considered
no.
those special
We're
elections.
talking about two different.
section 1601 of the charter specifies that all other elections, other than on the second Tuesday in April on odd numbers years, is a special election.
Right, but that's not what we're debating. It's the definition of a special election.
That is the definition of a special election, and I
No, that's
believe
when
that
you
it is.
do it, not the definition of what a special election is.
Let's get it together. Yeah. I don't see it in
Excuse me?
16. Yeah. I'm
Someone
just
say
looking.
something?
No, I'm just looking.
Okay. Because what I'm looking at right now is Article 2, the election board. This was a election ordinance on February 26th, 2015. That would
But
have been when
appointing
Suzanne
to
was
the board is not electing them, and that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the special election for the assembly, and that's covered in
Correct.
section 7.01.
But Pat, we're not doing a special election for the assembly. We're electing
Yes.
the election board. It's different. They're two different bodies.
Well, but we're not electing, we appoint the election board, and the The thing is, the timeline after they are appointed and approved by the assembly is up to the
Well,
election
Pat-
board. It's not up to the assembly.
Well, Pat, if we have 8 candidates and there's 5 spots, we're going to have
4
have
spots.
some sort of means of voting on them. Same
Well,
thing
we have
did
to,
when we
have to
have had to
approve in
replace
some way.
someone on the
Yes.
assembly.
yes, that
Yeah.
is true. But
That's what we're talking
I'm
about right now.
Okay,
That's what we're talking about is these people for the election board.
okay. And so Thursday, we're going to be setting the time for interviews for those people.
Yes. Yeah, we've got some names that have been submitted. I know I've personally never met them, and I don't think
Yeah.
probably that's true for a number of the other assembly members.
Yes.
With the importance of this, I think we do need to do the due diligence. I mean, we don't want to rush this through because this is an important role in the town, and it is a 6-year term. We need to make sure we give everyone a chance to get on, that we feel comfortable in setting forth an election board that everyone in the town is going to have confidence in.
I agree.
So, okay, I think that's what we needed to try and accomplish today. Before we get a motion to terminate the meeting, adjourn the meeting, I will go ahead and I'm going to announce this Thursday as well. I put it on Facebook, but if you go out on Facebook, you'll see the status from the legislative session and how our town came out, and it was very, very positive. We got a 33% increase in state funding for the town. We're now at $180,000, which is the most the town's ever received by 30,000. And we were seeking $300,000 for the fire department for capital equipment. I think we wound up with around 345,000. We actually had a couple of people that went over and above for us. Senator McKenna, I asked her for 50,000. She gave us 150,000. Christine Chandler, we asked for 50, and she gave us 75. She didn't do it through capital. She did it through the junior bill. But you know what? As long as we get the money, I don't care what the vehicle is. So it was a good session for us. That said, pardon?
Before we close, I know there are a lot of people in town who don't understand why we got into this situation or how we got into this situation with the election. Can they just have an explanation of what happened to make us in this place?
We had a number of people resign at the last minute. I mean, people can resign when they want to, and we had people resign that were still in their term at the last minute.
When
it's
did
pretty
those
simple.
people resign?
Well, about what, 2 weeks ago, a week and a half ago?
Because the two people that I know resigned would be Maggie
Bob
Godson and Bob Guy, and I'm just curious as to when they resigned.
Then
Well, they resigned when you got the email from Bob.
Yeah.
I don't know about Maggie. I never saw an email from her.
Maggie
I
resigned
think she
right.
told Bob verbally that.
No.
I mean, in the past, when we did the election board, the chairperson of the election board would come to us with a slate of candidates with their recommendation to vote on. Unfortunately, that is one of the people that assembly votes and approves it. Unfortunately, because of the sequence of events, the assemblies had to step in and fulfill that role. And it's unfortunate, but it is what it is.
It is.
Somebody's making a lot of noise.
Definitely is. But I would like to get dates of those resignations.
Well,
If
We
I
don't
could.
have
why don't you
the
give
date.
Bob a call?
What do you mean you don't have dates? How did they resign?
I don't have a date for Maggie, Pat. I have a date for Bob Guy.
I just,
The rest
When
of
did-
them,
I think Maggie
I don't
verbally.
understand. Yeah.
Pat, what are you driving at?
It's just, what I'm driving
Are you looking for
at
something,
is we need
Malfeas?
to find a way. Can I finish answering your question?
Sure.
I'm just trying to find a way to keep us from getting into this situation again.
Okay, Pat, you know in that document you sent around you were going to require people to resign in a certain manner? You can't do that. People will resign however they want to, whenever they want to, and there's no way you're going to ever control that.
Well, and
You can control the way
my
people get
response
on,
to that.
not how they get off.
You know my response to that, which was if we codify it as part of their duties on a committee that they resign in writing to the assembly, then we can't enforce anything in this town.
Exactly.
But that does codify it as part of their duties, which makes it part of the normal order of business. And if they don't do that, there is there's nothing that the town can do about that. But
Absolutely.
it does help people say,
And I know
this is what
personally,
we need you, this is what we need you to do in order to run the town well.
well, okay, you can codify it all you want, and you can control how people get on the board, but I know for a fact one of them is related to health, and if they decide they want to resign from the assembly or resign from anything, they can do it right then, and there's no way you can control it. So you can codify it all you want, but it has no teeth and no impact.
It was
There's
unfortunate.
nothing we do that has any teeth or impact. We can't enforce anything.
That's not true.
But
That's absolutely
But we-
a false statement. The people
Well,
that
that's
are
what I
applying,
hear
we
all
can
the
control
time.
how they apply, and we can control how we vote on it, but you cannot control how people resign. This is America. People can resign however they want.
Plus, they're all
But they
volunteers.
can make it, they are volunteers, but we can make it an expectation.
Well,
Okay,
okay.
and that might
Why don't you
help
put a
us
resolution
not get
forward,
into this
Pat, to do
situation.
that?
Yeah.
We can.
I'm
Pat, you
sorry?
can put a resolution forward to do that.
Oh, I plan to. I
Good.
do plan to. You're the one that brought it up, at this point. I
No, I
just
do.
would like to see when people resigned so that we know exactly what happened. I think people in the town deserve to know precisely why we got into the situation. I mean, is giving the dates of resignations such a big deal? Is it secret or something that
No.
people can't
You know Bob's date. Pat, you got the email from Bob.
No, I didn't.
That was not forwarded to you.
No.
I'll forward it to you.
I didn't.
Yeah, I got it about a week ago. Bob sent anything over saying he was resigning.
Okay. No, I did not get that.
Okay. I'll forward it to you.
Okay. I would appreciate that.
Okay. Hey, is there anything else anyone wants to address?
No.
Okay, do we have a motion to adjourn the meeting?
I motion to
I so
adjourn.
move,
Okay,
or I'll second.
thank you.
Yeah.
All right, Pam Plaza, how do you vote on that?
Aye. Pam Plaza.
Bill Riker?
Bill Riker, aye.
Pat?
Aye.
And this is Don Topper, aye. The motion carries, the meeting's adjourned. Thank you everyone for joining in today.
Okay, thanks.